And for the 5th year in a row here at College Avenue Baptist Church, I'm going to be taking a group of people, young people and older people from about age 7 to 70 or so, to Mexico. We're going to Ensenada, Mexico to build houses for the poor. Actually, we're going to build one house this year, and we're also going to conduct a neighborhood Bible school program for the children who live around the house where we're building. I've been doing this for quite a few years. It's been a life-changing experience for me and for my wife. We get to go down to Mexico just about every year, and it's always the best week of the whole year. It's a wonderful experience to be able to go and serve. The people in Mexico love when we come down there. They look forward to us all year. And we've had a chance to actually go and visit the families that we build houses for during the year. We've gone at Christmas time and delivered Christmas gifts and been able to go and pray with them, support some of the families who have gone through some tough times in some very powerful ways. And it's not only life-changing for them, because they get a new home, and we see entire neighborhoods changed, but it's life-changing for us as well. For years, I've been in youth ministry, working with, I know you can't tell by looking, but I used to be a youth worker. And in the years gone by, I would take junior high kids down to Mexico, and they would serve. And it was life-changing for them, but very often these junior hires would come home and go right back into their old environments, and their parents had not experienced what they had just experienced. So the parents would just say to them, well, now if you're finished changing the world, how about cleaning your room? And it would just kind of take the air out of the bubble that had been created down in Mexico. And so the idea came to me, what if we took families to Mexico instead of just kids? Or what if kids went with their parents instead of just adult groups going to Mexico to serve? So for the last few years, we've been doing family mission trips. And it's been powerful to see parents and kids serving side by side on the mission field. And when they come home, it's a life-changing experience for the whole family. And it changes the way the family actually plans their year and plans their priorities. And it makes a huge difference. It really does. We'd like to invite you to go with us this year. There's still room on the trip. We do have kind of limited numbers of people that we can take. But if you would like to go, here's the details. The week that we're going this summer is August 9 through 14th. And what we do when we get down to Ensenada is we're partnering once again with MexiGO Ministries. They're a fantastic organization that has ministry sites in various parts of Mexico. In Ensenada, they have a place called the Ensenada Outreach Center, and that's where we stay. The accommodations are very nice. They serve excellent food. There's clean water. There's good Bible teaching and encouragement and training for it. You don't need to know anything about building homes. All you need is a passport. They'll give you everything else that you need to do a great job. And it's just a great week. We spend a full week in Ensenada. We get down there on Sunday afternoon, and we stay until Friday. And every day, a typical day, is we get up in the morning at the Ensenada Outreach Center. We have a little time of Bible study. There's a good breakfast that's served. We have a little time of preparation to get ready to go out. And our team members divide up. Some are on the house building team, some are on the VBS team. VBS stands for Vacation Bible School. And we do games, and we have fun with the kids, and we teach them a little bit about Jesus. We have translators that go down, and so if we have trouble speaking Spanish, you don't have to know how to speak Spanish to go on this trip. Our translators will help us as we share with these children the gospel of Christ. And it's just a wonderful thing to see their hearts opened up. In fact, a couple of years ago, one of the pastors of one of the churches that we work with in Mexico said that it was at a VBS program that he gave his heart to Jesus many, many years ago, when a church just like ours came and did that VBS program for them. And so it was a real encouragement to us. We love doing it. And we'd love for you to go with us this year and be a part. You know, this Mexico mission trip is great for all ages. We've had a lot of fun with the kids, teaching them how to build houses. They can do all kinds of things, and they can help with the building project itself, whether it's driving nails or painting walls or helping to spackle the drywall. There's all kinds of things for them to do, but also there's just lots of neighborhood children all around the job site for them to play with and to have a good time with. And of course they're well supervised, it's safe, and it's just terrific for little kids. I think teenagers really get a chance to use some of their muscle, because there's a lot of there's some work involved, but it's something that anybody can do, and it's just fun to see how a house actually goes up. We build really nice houses for these people who often have only been living in shacks with dirt floors, and we have a concrete floor, nice walls made strong so that they won't fall down when there's wind and there's rain. We put a good roof on the house. It's wired for electricity if there is electricity in the neighborhood. And for kids, it's just great for them to see how all of this comes together. I think for some of them, they come home not so afraid to actually do some construction work and help out with some chores around the house. But it's also a great opportunity for parents to work alongside their kids. If you are good at construction, we can use your expertise. And for older folks like me, well, I'm usually there cheering everybody on. Actually, there's plenty of work that we can do. No matter how old we are, we can be an encouragement to all of those who go down there, play with the kids, be able to share Christ with people, and we can learn and grow in our faith. You're never too old to keep growing spiritually, and this is a trip that'll really help you do that. One of the incredible moments that we get to experience as a mission team when we go to Mexico is on the first night when we get to meet the family that we're going to be building the house for, because we haven't met them yet. Now, you go. They take video ahead of time and send it to us of the family so that we get to see them in advance, so that we can be praying for them, and we know who they are even before we get there. And likewise, the family that we're building the house for, they've been told about this church in San Diego that's coming to bring this incredible gift from God. It's not about us. We partner with a local church there in the community, so the pastor of that local church identifies a family that's in serious need of housing and prepares them for the week that is about to happen, and they look forward to it for months. But finally, on the Sunday night when we arrive, they come to the Ensenada Outreach Center. We arrive and we get to meet that family for the first time, and there's often just tears of joy on their part and tears of excitement on our part as we get to join together with this family to completely change the way they've been living and their whole way of life. And it's a wonderful blessing. And it's always to God be the glory. We want to let those families know it's not about us. It's about Jesus Christ, and it's about the fact that all good things come from the Father, and we're just being the hands and feet of Jesus as we come to give them something that God has been preparing them for a long time. One of the things that we get to do when we're in Ensenada working on these mission trips is we get to meet churches that come from all over the United States to serve just like we're serving. There'll be churches from Virginia, churches from Minnesota, churches even from Canada that come all the way to Ensenada to serve. What's great is that we at College Avenue, we're right across the border, and so we can not only serve during the week at Mexico, but we get a chance to go down and visit the families that we serve during the year as well. And we can stay abreast of how they're doing. And we love being able to do that because we want these families to know that it's not just about us doing our little mission trip during the summer. It's about us sharing with them the love of Christ. And that love never goes away. It continues. And we continue to pray for them and support them in any way that we can. The first family that we built a house for at College Avenue 5 years ago, it's a family headed up by Eloy and Nora. Well, this past year we learned that Nora had a life-threatening illness and she needed dialysis treatments. They could not afford those dialysis treatments. And so we heard about this and we loved that family and we've been praying for that family. And so we were financially able to raise the money from among our team members so that we could help her get those dialysis treatments long enough for us to work with MexiGO to see if there wasn't some way that we could get her some insurance that would help her long term. And as time went along, she also needed surgery, but she had a special blood type, O negative, which is very rare in Mexico. Well, we surveyed our team and found that a couple of our team members did indeed have O negative blood. And so we were able to travel to Ensenada, and one of our team members generously and courageously gave blood to help Nora get through the surgery, which she did have, and she's still alive today, and she now is on the national health insurance, but that wouldn't have happened had we not got involved in her lives. And we're just thrilled that God has been able to use us in that way, and that's the kind of relationship that we want to have with these families if it's possible. But MexiGO is almost a bedroom community of San Diego. They're part of our extended family here in this part of the world, and when God brings people into our lives like that, it's wonderful that we can be able to